okay, I've solved the golf swing, and I want people to, a lot of people, they don't believe me. I've talked with a lot of golfers, I've talked with people, I said that I solved the golf swing, and they don't believe me. They're not open-minded enough like I am. I'm open-minded enough to realize that you can break the swing down. So right off the bat, you can't solve the swing if you don't believe that it's actually possible, if you're not open-minded enough to know this. So that eliminates a lot of people being able to do it. There's all these factors that are required, or that I had to have, in order to break the swing down. But that's what this video is about. It's how I did it, but I'm not going to reveal anything, but I'm just going to show you the process that I used, and then maybe people will start believing it. I'll just show them this link to this video. It's really easy for my mind to get off track though, because I had to break the golf swing down into I guess it's thousands and thousands of pieces. I think I may have came up with hundreds of models. You have to, there's this one principle that I use. You have to break the golf swing down into every possible way, shape, or form that your mind is capable of. And another principle is that it's kind of like a lottery or breaking a code. That's how I went about it. I knew that it was like a code or like a lottery. You need to know certain things if something's missing. For example, I just happened by chance, I was always really good at golf, and per pound of body weight, I was able to hit the ball farther than probably anybody else in the world. I have a video of hitting a 3-iron 296 yards. I was making the video and I was hitting the ball really, really far, at the time, and I was hitting my 3-iron really, really far, and I thought, well, I need to make a video of this. And while I was making a video, I made sure that I was just going to swing as pure as possible and as fast as possible to get it as far as I can hit it. And I hit one of the best shots that I ever hit, and it was flat ground, and it went 296 yards with the 3-iron. So that kind of gives you an idea of the efficiency of my swing. And that was, I weighed in that morning at 149 pounds. So, I'd say that's really efficient. So I was able to use my golf swing as an example because I knew exactly what it felt like. So then, for example, if somebody didn't have the ability to be that efficient, they would be using incorrect feelings to try to break the swing down into its most efficient form. They wouldn't know what it feels like. If you can't hit a ball like that, or your swing is not that efficient, then you can't use the feelings that you're having to help break the swing down. So that's just one piece of the puzzle. And another piece of the puzzle is I like all these different type of sciences and philosophy and history and logic and stuff. And I used all of these, each one of those is like a digit to a lottery, into breaking a code. And as I thought backwards after I had broken it down, all the things that were absolutely required for me to have broken it down, I realized that there's just too many digits, or too many things that are exclusive to my way of thinking, and that I don't think anybody's gonna go down the same train of thought that I went down. It's I feel as though I'm the only one that's actually gonna think of what I thought of. So And at this point, I realize that what I know, like, is like the absolute truth. It's the very essence of the golf swing. You have to break the swing down completely to the very capability of what your mind is capable of, like all the different things that you've learned and experienced. You break the swing down using everything, even things that you don't think are even related to the golf swing. I even use that stuff. And then once I had it all broken down, I was able to put the pieces together and then decide what was the most simple, or what the essence of everything was. Like, I would find the essence of one thing and another thing and another thing, and then I would find the essence of all of that, and then eventually I created a model that was like the most simple model. I will give one secret away, just to show you an example. But like when things are like too simple, it's like people kind of like overlook it. But like one of the ways that I broke the swing down is, and I thought, like, well, what can be more simple than this? You have a left arm, a right arm, a left leg, and a right leg. So those are the things that you're dealing with, in the golf club. So like those are the essence of the things that you're dealing with. And then you have, like, when you look at just your arm, you got an upper arm and then you got a lower arm. And you have like your wrist movements and stuff like that. But like that's how you sort of like break things down and simplify it. So like that's what I did, is I really simplified things, and I just completely broke the swing down, found the essence of things, and I just hope this helps people understand that what I did, like, I know that I solved the golf swing. And like what's really cool is this new model that I created. The model itself has more angles than the model that the entire golf world uses now, or all the models. Because I went through and just looked, if there was somebody out there that had the secret to the swing, okay, like, it would be popular, So I looked at all the most popular teachings and stuff, and I couldn't find anybody that had the principles or whatever that I had come up with. And at the same time, I realized that like people don't have, like, everybody doesn't have like the background sciences and experiences that I have, so like they wouldn't come to the conclusions that I have. There's only going to be like one Beethoven. There's only going to be like one Sir Isaac Newton. It's like, it was like the timing and chance of everything, the way the world was at the time, the history and the circumstances that come together. Sometimes there's only like one person that could have come up with a certain thing. And I think that's what happened with me when I look back at how I broke it down. I'm just like, yeah, I think like I'm the only one that's got what is required to break it down the way that I broke it down. And I realized that like what I've done, it's the absolute truth, and it can explain like any swing, any angle at all. I had to make sure that there's no contradictions whatsoever in anything. And what's cool is these new angles that I found that like people don't think of it, because you have to have my model and that way of thinking through that model to even begin to see these new angles. So it's like my model is required to see these new angles, and yeah, so like people can think all day. Another thing that I found is the more that they photograph and the more that they analyze and the more that they focus on individual parts of the swing, I mean, they can have high-speed cameras and everything. That actually complicates everything without them realizing that they're even doing it. Like, there's like optical illusions and everything. There's just alone, there's an optical illusion to photography. Like whenever you photograph the swing or video the swing, there's these optical illusions and stuff and sensory illusions, and there's like all these illusions that I found, you know, and the way that I found them is that I was using my model, and like one day it dawned on me that, like, you know, I can't use photographs or videos, or videoing my swing is like useless to what I found. You know, it actually complicates it, and yeah, you're not seeing what's there. And I'm telling you, like, using high-speed cameras, it actually, like, it sends you down the wrong path. So like everybody is like trying to analyze the swing, and the more they analyze it, the worse chaos that there is. You know, like that's like one of the principles that I found. So like everybody's like studying and going the other way, and like that's one way that I know no one's going to solve it. You know, because like they're just they're analyzing it too much, and you know, they're using, you know, cameras and videos and stuff to try to figure out what's going on, and it's impossible. Once I come out with my theory, people they're gonna be like, my goodness, this guy's a genius. But like, I'm not like a genius. I looked at like other scientists over history that made groundbreaking breakthroughs, and some of these scientists, they came to the realization that they weren't smart. So what they did, they realized that they're dumb, and then they realized that they needed to create a system that broke it down into pieces that they were able to comprehend, you know, with their limited mind. You know, so like that's what I realized. I realized I'm not really smart. Like I don't think I'm any different than anybody else. But like it's just that I was able to create I was aware of being able to create like a system to break it down. You know, and it really helped me out, you know, by doing that. But I guess that's my video for now. You know, and I hope that helps some people understand that, like, yes, I actually did solve the golf swing, and I'm kind of dumb at like marketing. I need to like find like someone who is just absolutely passionate for the swing, and you know, I hope to find people that are like Christian, you know, that, you know, they're not going to like try to like steal the idea or whatever. You know, but, you know, there's plenty enough to go around. I mean, like, I can create, like, systems of teaching and, like, let other people teach that system or whatever. And, you know, it's like, you know, solving the swing, I realized that there's, like, a lot of money in it. But, like, I didn't do it for the money. I did it because I was in search of the truth. I just wanted to know the truth. I wanted to know the essence of the swing. And then, you know, when you're passionate about finding the essence, then you're focused on that, and then the money will follow. But if you're focused on money, once you find a little, like, what happens is other people, they'll take what's being taught, they'll find a little twist, you know, like they'll find a little twist to it to where like they can make money, and then once the money starts coming in, they stop thinking because they got what they wanted. They're after the money. So then they stop breaking it down because it's hard work. You know, once they find their niche and make the money, that's the end. You know, they're making the money, and then, you know, that's what they were after. you know, they weren't after finding the essence. And like, I was after finding the very essence of the swing. So like, I kept pounding away, and didn't give up until I was satisfied that I found the very essence of it. You know, so like, I was passionate about the truth of it. I had passion, and that's why, you know, God let me break it down. I feel like that's the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of truth. And, you know, it's almost like a search for God, you know, but I was very passionate finding the absolute truth, you know, about it. And that's how I come about it. I was more passionate about the truth and not necessarily the money that I would make from it. But that's my video for now. Thanks for watching.